Hey, helps if I actually had the mute off. uh, welcome. Hi, howdy. How's it going, everybody? My tweet go out? Come on, there we go. For some odd reason, Twitter every once in a while just sits there and has to think for a moment. Like, shall I put this out? Shall I? How the heck are you all? Howdy. Welcome to the show. I am your humble host, Two-Tone Waffle. Tonight's gonna be a little bit different. It's just gonna be more of like a loose discussion talk about different things. Mostly, what we're gonna be talking about mostly is the streaming platforms. You know and love them well is Twitch, Trovo, YouTube, Glimish. I forgot about on my tweet. Facebook gaming. I mean, we'll probably even talk about the smaller ones like D Live, and is Theta still around? Caffeine. Who still uses caffeine? Who actually watches content on caffeine? I know they were signing a lot of music artists over to them, and that was mid last year. So it's kind of like, what are you guys doing now? Who knows? Yeah, so that's what we're gonna be doing tonight is just going over the different streaming platforms. Let me make sure I have my buttons working here. My buttons. Okay, I don't know why it didn't show up in my chat. Oh, that's because it's going through Twitch. Oh, right. I forgot that. Okay, let me clear them out. I have not done any button setup for YouTube. Getting that situated there for putting in chat commands into the YouTube chat. I know you can probably do it. I just haven't got around to doing it. What I'm also going to do is, after tonight, I'm going to go ahead and edit down the stream to post up on the Collective Network YouTube channel. I want to get like something where it's starting off a podcast. That's what I'm getting at here. Is I'm thinking of doing this every Friday, where we talk about streaming stuff, streamer. Not really like streamer news or anything like that, because that's been covered to death. But we'll touch on those subjects. It's one of those things where it's something I always enjoy doing, and I'm also gonna be scheduling. I have my notion, my organization skills, which are tiny. I've been doing that for the past week, been trying to get things all set up and more organized for myself, and also get some more content ideas and video ideas all lined up, ready to go. I do have a good portion all set, and yeah, it's interesting how I set this up. I don't know if I can show you because you don't really care, right? Let's see here, because I'm using Notion, and it's actually there is a learning curve in my experience, learning curves are varied depending on person to person. So my learning curve is going to be different than your learning curve, and then the next person next to you, not you next to you, but the royal you. Um, Speaking of streaming platforms, just this afternoon, well, late afternoon, Glimish has opened up their Gilded server. Finally, um, I haven't streamed on Glimish in a couple months since, well, I did a few, maybe 3 streams over there. Um, it's a great service. It's a great platform. Don't get me wrong. I actually love it. Well, the problem is it's very new. It's like I said, it just opened up an alpha this past March, and they do have done a lot of good stuff. But problem is to get a collection, a large amount of viewers coming in to offset the amount of streamers. Because what you need to have is a large selection of viewers in order to be shared amongst your streamers. Because if you have, let's say, 20 streamers, let's just round number, and you only have 10 viewers, well, some are going to have 0, and others are going to have 1, and there's going to be 1 or 2 that have more than that. But your selection, your capability of having more viewers is down considerable amount. And that's not to say that's a bad thing, because like I said, it's a very new platform. It's just very young. It needs to go through some growing pains. It needs to go through some stuff to actually become something that is a destination for streamers. And the FTL is a great service. It's a great system. And it's a great alternative to Twitch. Twitch is the incumbent, I think I'm using that word right, where there's the only game in town for live stream. That time is pretty much coming to a close in the next couple years, because you got YouTube live streaming that are making inroads into that space. So it's just only a matter of time. And of course, all the controversies and missteps that Twitch is doing is only hurting itself with public perception, along with perception from the content creators that are using the service, that are a part of the streaming platform. So it's just one of those things where it's like, hey, you want to piss off your streamers, then have all the streamers go off to other places. All of a sudden, yeah, we don't need them. We can lose, 10 or 20 big name streamers. Who cares? We got the rest of these dumb affiliates and thinking they become partners. Yeah, right. That eventually will come around and bite you in the butt. But you know what? That's the problem that they have, and this is my personal opinion, is that Emmett Shear, he is a good engineer. He is not a good CEO now. He's not a people person. Look at all of his public appearances. He's very robotic. He's probably even more so than Mark Zuckerberg. So it's just one of those things where it's like, you gotta get somebody in there that is not a company man, but is more of a public relations kind of person that is there mostly for the company, but they understand that without the content creators and streamers, there is no company. They're just another wannabe live streaming service, and that's it. And of course, I mean, if you shove more and more ads in people in everybody's um, channels, eventually you're gonna have things are not gonna look good for you. Sorry, I was looking at a text that came in. Okay. Because ads are great. Yes, there are nuisance up to a certain point where it affects the viewers' watch experience, where they're watching more ads. The content that they come to watch is being interrupted constantly. Then they're just gonna get tired of it and leave. We saw that with cable TV. And we continue to see that. People are dropping cable TV like, it's nothing and going straight to internet only. Yeah, they might be getting cable TVs just because the deal is probably cheaper, and they just throw the cable box in a closet and say, screw it, this is there. They never use it for the year or two, or however long that they had service with their provider. Might be a little loud, but I think it's okay now. So yeah, it's just one of those things where we're constantly looking for, the underdog to come up. And a lot of people are saying, oh, it's Flemish or it's Trovo. Trovo is a true leader in the underdog streaming platform wars. There's no war. There's just small little skirmishes here and there. That's it. It's just one of those things where, I say that a lot. Just one of those things. I think that's I have a lot of crutch words I'm trying to stop myself from using. One of those is, it's one of those things, and basically, I know a lot of people probably have crutch words as well. Everyone does. This is a certain set of words, or a word that you use that it's a crutch that you lean on. I'm also looking at, I'm getting a set of videos lined up where I want to deep dive. No, it's probably gonna take me a long time, because I want to set up where I use the service for an extended amount of time. Let's say like a couple weeks to a month of using a service. Like been using Twitch for quite a while, and I enjoy it. And it's just one of those things. Yeah, yes. It's a thing that Twitch, depending on if you have a community outside of the Twitch bubble that you can bring into when you go live. I don't see game streams as being something that becomes a what's the game streams are not the end all be all of Twitch. Excuse me. We're already seeing it with the just chatting section that is 800,000 concurrent viewers on any given day, at any time of the day. No matter what time zone you're in, it's going to be a large amount of people in this one particular category. It's always usually the number one category on Twitch, and that's saying something, where a single category that much is garnering that much attention and viewership that it dwarfs anything else that's out there. but it's a thing that, and again, is going back into the way how Twitch is running their site is no, they are very consistent with being inconsistent. That's how I look at it. I mean, we can look at one thing here, and it's just say, who's this? Okay. Oh, that's another thing. I'll touch. It's not the focus of tonight's stream. Um, I'll touch on it just briefly here. It involves the game New World. If you didn't know, if you just come to my stream without any kind of warning, I usually touch on a lot of stuff that deals with MMOs and MMORPGs. Games, you know, like World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 2, Secret World Legends, Fallout 76. But one of the games that I've been looking at and wanting to play is New World. It's developed by the Amazon Game Studio. Unfortunately, they had sent out a tweet or it posted that one of the things that they're going to be doing is integrating a store or shop, so to say. And one of those things that they're going to be putting in there is not only just cosmetics, dyes, and stuff. That's you know, that's generic MMO main fare of any kind of store within a game. But it's one of those things where they're putting in items to help your character level up faster or get better powers and stuff, like pretty much a pay to win system. And I don't want them to do that, because we've seen that so many times with was it Black Desert Online. There, it just was. It's like, can we not go that route, please? You're going to have I'm sure they're going to have a subscription model. I'm sure they're going to have bundles, or purchase the coins bundle through Amazon or through their in-game store. But we don't need a pay-to-win system bundled into that. It's just it has that mobile game feel, bad taste that we don't need. Especially when another game that you were working on went and released a early access. Everyone enjoyed it. Thought, okay, yeah, there's some issues with it, but then, okay, let's go back. And then you guys were Amazon was, or I forget who was. I think it's Amazon Studios. They're the big, at the top of the food chain of the developer. Anyways, they decided to make some changes. Okay, it's not good, but okay, let's go ahead. We're making some other changes that we think you guys will like. All of a sudden, hey, we're gonna release the game. It's in the public. Here you go. But it was missing. It only had one map. It only had one game mode, and it wasn't good. It was like a quarter of what should be released, and people rightfully hated on it. They said, "This is utter crap. What are you doing?" Okay, well, we're gonna go back. So they took it back out of release, and so we're working more on it. Eventually, like a month or two later, they just totally scrapped the game. Said, "Yeah, we're done with it. We're good. Sorry, folks." And it's a good thing I didn't spend any money, because I thought it was a fun game. Yes, it had some issues, but you know what? It could have been a fun game. But in their infinite wisdom, they decided, let's go ahead, toss the game out with the trash. Who cares? Whatever. And that's what worries me with New World. is this going to be another cash grab, and that it's not going to work because people are tired of pay to win, a mobile way of playing a game. Oh, well, you can play the game, no problem, but until you get to a certain level, then if you want to level up any faster, because we're going to severely uh, push down, and your leveling up experience is going to be so hindered that the only way that you want to get to the next level is by paying us some money in order to get the crystals so you can level up at a reasonable rate. No, screw that. If I want to do that, I'll go ahead, pop on one of those games on my phone and do it that way, and get bombarded with those stupid ads. I mean, come on. We're not stupid. The general public, yeah, there are a lot of stupid people out there, but for the most part, gamers and people who play MMOs are ruthless, but are dedicated to a game that is seen as giving back to the community, or is aware of their own community and the feedback that the community provides. But I mean, if you don't go that route and say, hey, we don't care about you guys, go screw, go pound sand, then your game is not going to be long for the world. And that's the truth of the matter. Sorry. Truth hurts. Suck it up, buttercup. But, getting back to the main topic for today, I mean, it's, I like tangents are the best. Everybody loves going on little tangents here and there. But the main thing is talk about the streaming platforms. I mean, I can pull up, let's actually pull this up here. Let me go ahead. What should we do? Should we do Twitch? Actually, let's maybe pull up Twitch first here. There we go. Twitch. Everybody knows Twitch, or we think everybody knows about Twitch. Twitch is almost kind of in a everyone in their grandmother knows who Twitch or what Twitch is, or has heard of it at least. You're going to find very few people know about it within the general public. Twitch's main backbone is live streaming. That's all they can do. They have a clip system that is pathetically laughable at times, but they constantly ride on the train that, hey, we got a clip system, everybody loves clips, huzzah. But it's just the thing is, they're the only streaming platform that I know of that has an exclusivity clause within their contracts with affiliates and partners. What that means is that if you're an affiliate or a partner, Twitch has an exclusivity to any content that you do on their platform for 24 hours after your stream ends. So that means if any clips or anything that are made of your content, you cannot share that anywhere outside of Twitch. Meaning you can't put those clips or highlights on YouTube. You can't put them on Twitter. You can't put them on Facebook. You can't put them anywhere. The only thing you can do is put a link directing people to see it or watch it back on Twitch. And that's, in my mind, it's like, well, that's nice and all, but many people will say on YouTube, they're not going to go click on a link that you send them to, because obviously that's not how YouTube works. Twitter is like, okay, yeah, that's fine. It'll show up in your Twitter feed, but it's people are not going to really go to if they don't know you. And then again, you can't put it on Twitter because then legality wise, how would that work? Anyways, I digress. It's something that needs to go, really. The exclusivity clause needs to die, because Twitch is the only platform that has this issue. And I can see there's some they're getting away from their Amazon, or not Amazon, but Twitch's take on your income is 50-50. So any kind of subs you get, if you're affiliate or partner, Twitch takes half, and then your half gets further divided because in taxes, either federal and state. So your take home is probably 20 to 30% at most of $5 per sub. So that's the only thing that you'll be taken from. So the 24-hour exclusivity clause is really archaic if you think about it. There is no real reason to be keeping that around, because Twitch survives by being the go-to place to see live streaming content. That's it. If you want to find, no one goes to your channel's VODs, and even then, your VODs, depending on what level you're at, your VODs live on your channel at most, what, a month, 2 months? That's it. So you can't have people come back 6 months later to watch something on your channel, unless what you do is make your VODs a highlight. The highlights live on your channel pretty much forever. But you're having to do extra work just to get something to remain, your content remain on your channel. Okay. Well, that's just my feelings on Twitch. Twitch is a great platform. Please don't get me wrong. That I'm crapping on Twitch. Twitch is a great live stream place, streaming platform. That's pretty much it. It's not really a social media place. If you think about it, you can't send out notifications unless you're a partner, because then you can use email, but then that's only dedicated to partners. Another thing that I do have a problem with is a couple things. If you're an upcoming streamer and you haven't reached affiliate status yet, you have, but you don't want to set yourself up as an affiliate just yet, but you're still growing your community, they lock a couple community building or things behind a so-called paywall. Let's say the channel point system, which should be set up to be allowed for any streamer. There is no monetary gain that I can think of why keeping it behind a paywall. It's a fun thing for your community to get involved with, to use channel points to do fun things on your stream. But the only way you can get access to it is if you allow Twitch to take 50% of any subs that you get, or donations, or tips, I should say. A lot of streamers conflate those two. You don't want to label it as a donation because that is tax deductible, and you don't want to get involved with the IRS and that. So it's called. I personally, and I've learned this from a lot of other big streamers, is that to use the terms tips. That's more um, a better way of saying it. But anyways, the channel point system is locked behind the affiliates paywall. That's it. Hey, Kaylee. Um, it's it's something that should be unlocked for everybody because, like I said, there is no monetary gain from channel points. It is a completely free and throwawayable uh, currency that the only people that are getting it is by viewing and interacting with your stream. They're not gaining any kind of monetary gain from it. So I don't know what's Twitch's hang up. But it's one of those things where they're defiantly keeping that behind the paywall. It's like, oh, you made it this far. Sorry, somebody was needing attention. But yeah, it's something that needs to be moved out from the paywall. Another thing is, I can see why Twitch doesn't want to do open monetization. That's a term I got from Mixer when it was still around, is that you can sign up to be able to get subs and monetary gain from your viewers and community. I can see that being a problem because you have a lot of streamers are probably under the age of 18. Okay. But you also would have that same problem if they wanted to become affiliates. So it's a weird catch-22. I have no idea. I have no clue on the inside workings of, how Twitch runs things, but I can only see how they do things publicly. But one thing that they do, they have a great infrastructure. To a point. Here we go again. I don't want this to be seen that I'm just completely crapping all over Twitch, because there are some good points. The community, the overall Twitch community is huge. And that's something that you can't ignore or you can't deny, because it is there. The thing is that the infrastructure is, I don't want to say bare bones. It's enough that you can have millions of concurrent viewers on your service, your platform, watching all these different streams. Problem is that you don't have transcoding. What transcoding means is that when a person goes to a channel, let's say, let's pick any random channel. If they're a partner, you will have the ability to watch them in 1080p, 720, 480, and I believe 148, as low as 148. But who wants to watch it on 148? Because that's an absolute pixel show that you can't discern what is what. But anyways, partners are guaranteed transcoding. As an affiliate, you don't have a guarantee. It's a first come, first serve. So if transcoding is available for a large portion of affiliates, congratulations, you had transcoding for that night or for that stream. The next day, it can be a completely different story, and you'll have no transcoding. And if you're not any of those two, then you're SOL. Tough luck, buddy. Just whatever you're streaming at, that's what you gotta deal with for your viewers. And if they're watching on phone, if they have crappy internet, well, tough luck. They have the backing, or they're owned by, Twitch is owned by Amazon, if you didn't know. So of course Amazon has buku monetary financial meanings to actually, help improve Twitch in some way, shape, or form, but they're doing the bare minimum of what they do to keep it alive. They're pretty much almost a hands-off approach to Twitch, meaning that Twitch is run as its own company, but it's owned by Amazon. So they have to work within their own means, and they haven't really been doing great in the ad serving side of things, which, as we've seen so far, is that okay, they're pushing out more ads. And the thing is, I guess I'm just gonna be crapping on Twitch tonight. Well, me too, but it's just the way things are. Innovation wise, they haven't really done anything since 2018, 2019 of innovating the service or innovating new things into the service. I take that back. I digress. They have innovated different ways to serve ads into your streams. And they have innovated ways that partners are able to get more money from ads within their streams. I don't know if you're getting what I'm laying down, is that they're innovating more ways to put ads in front of your face. Whereas a live stream service, it doesn't work because a large portion of the people, if as a streamer, this is a constant battle with viewers and content creators on Twitch, is that if you're playing a game and all of a sudden this great moment in that you haven't played a mid-roll ad or you played an ad at any time within, let's say, an hour, you're going to get, or you will have to play an ad. So pre-rolls are not a problem, or are not shown to people just arriving. But what's going to happen is if you do have an ad shown, the live stream is not going to pause. It's going to continue behind your ad. So all of a sudden, this big moment in the game is missed by your viewers that are not subscribed to you. They're going to miss the big thing. All of a sudden, they're going to be pissed off and don't want to come back. And Twitch, to their credit, they do offer a way around it by subbing to to that streamer that you watch. And they also provide Twitch Prime. Twitch Prime, what is this? What is this magical thing? It's like a commercial free viewing. Like Hulu has two different things. You have Hulu with ads, or you can pay a little bit more and have Hulu without ads. The same thing. So you can have Twitch Prime. So you pay, was it $8 or $9 per month to have ad-free viewing throughout all of Twitch. Okay, that's great. Where is it? Who the hell knows? You have to actually go digging for it. Let's go take a deep dive and see if we can find this. Well, did a search for Twitch Prime. More from Prime. I guess this is not what I want. All right, so let's go to not Prime Gaming. So you see how ineffectual finding this service is. I know about it, but I'm trying to find where the hell you would get this. Okay, Twitch TV/Prime. Okay, I don't want this. Okay, so as you can see, is that I'm having in a small window here. I'm having a tough time trying to find this stupid thing. Oh, if you have Amazon Prime, then you can easily subscribe to your favorite streamer, one streamer per month for free. It's non-recurring, so after 30 days, you have to go back and resubscribe to them. But at least we got that right. But yeah, it's one of those. Damn it! There's my crutch again. It's something that they don't put it out there. I mean, do they even offer that anymore? Like if I do Twitch Prime ad free. Okay, so that's a 2018 article. Yeah, because it used to be if you had Amazon Prime and linked it with your Twitch account, with just by having Amazon Prime, you'll have ad-free viewing. They got rid of that, I think, 2018. That, oh, we're not making enough money on that. Let's do away with this free thing. And of course, I and myself and many people were pissed, but eventually we just got tired of it and say, all right, fine, whatever, screw it. Give us our ads. A lot of times, a lot of people use a see, look, I'm having to go to an old Kotaku from 2018 Kotaku article. Which is at 12. Use Twitch ads out of the picture. 14th, okay. Oh, and another thing they just put in is that if you are a Twitch a Twitch partner, you don't get to see ads. Huzzah! You've made it. You get ad-free viewing because Twitch doesn't want you to see the nature of how, the plebs are living amongst the filth of ads and stuff. I'm trying to find this Twitch Prime. Excuse me. Let's see. I mean, I wish they would have like a link, but nope. All right, Twitch ad-free viewing. Oh, Twitch Turbo. That's the name. Twitch Turbo. That is. See, then again. Like you don't know where the hell this is. You gotta look for it. You gotta know the name of it and where to go. But as soon as you find out the name, oh look, it's right there. But Twitch doesn't advertise this service whatsoever. Not on their main site. You would have a lot of people if only they run an ad or have something on their main site. Hey, want ad-free viewing? Click here for Twitch Turbo, only $9 a month. So what you get ad-free viewing. Oh, but hold on. With limited exceptions. Watching with Turbo means no pre-rolls, no mid-rolls, no companions, and no display ads. You may still be presented promotions and ads that are embedded into a broadcast, or in rare situations, delivered with certain simulcast content, which means maybe if you're watching an NFL game and the NFL is injecting an ad within their stream, okay, that's a given. That's perfectly fine, and I'm okay with. So that then again, perfect. Thank you. You also get a chat badge. This represents Turbo proudly with an exclusive chat badge. Expanded emote set. Choose from 2 additional sets of emotes, glitch or monkeys. Ooh. I know a lot of people are big in the emotes here on Twitch and whatnot. They live and die if there are emotes or not within a chat. Custom chat username color. Stand out and chat with it. I think you can do that already. You don't have to be anything. I digress. And extended broadcast storage. Here we go. Save your past broadcast on Twitch for 60 days instead of the standard 14. So, if you're not an affiliate, and you're concerned about your VODs disappearing and you don't want to do the highlights sort of thing, you can pay to get more VOD storage for at least 2 months. So, if you're worried about that, here you go. So that's Twitch Turbo. And let me go ahead and put the link here in chat. So if this is interesting to you and you're a person that watches a lot of Twitch, this might be an interest to you if you want to get rid of ads. Now, let's go ahead and move off of Twitch and let's go to Facebook gaming. Now, I know a lot of you are going to say Facebook gaming. Ugh, what? No. Don't sleep on this because it is. Oh, wow. Okay. Wow. What the hell am I? Where am I? Gaming. What the hell did you guys do? Show you what I'm looking at here. Go to Facebook gaming, and before, when I went to this link, it would show the top or whoever's streaming, stuff like that. They've changed it. I have no idea what the hell I'm looking at anymore. Like featured games. What's this? Assassin's Creed Rebels? I don't want... It's basically showing you what games you can play through Facebook. I don't want that. I want to watch my favorite streamer. Okay, so you have to click on video. Okay. So there is an issue. You click on Facebook gaming. Okay. They want to do live streaming. They're pushing those out. Well, I say they used to, but when you click on it, it takes you to where you can play games. No, I don't want that. Give me the streams, people. People. The hell? But yeah, it's different. I was like, what? I got my nose itchy. So yeah, this is Facebook gaming. It's a lot of people dismiss it just because of Facebook gaming. Yes, I can see that, and therein lies the rub because it's Facebook, and we all know it's Facebook. Let's just get past that, okay? The big thing for Facebook gaming, the live streaming portion of is it is huge elsewhere outside of the US. I'm talking about the Philippines, I'm talking about South America, Brazil, India. A lot of these places are huge into Facebook. And Facebook gaming provides that platform for these people that live in these countries, a way to put out their content. So let's go ahead. And a lot of games that you see on here are not AAA titles. When you look at, let's go browse. Obviously, you'll have Call of Duty Warzone. Suggested. Let's go ahead and go from high to low viewers. Okay, here we go. They're mobile games. The first three are mobile games. You got Free Fire. You got PUBG Mobile. You got Mobile Legends. And then, of course, you got GTA 5. You got FIFA. And further out. So it's a completely different environment than how we see it on Twitch. So Facebook gaming is in of itself a whole different world, and they do offer a partner programs. They do offer, it's what's called a level up program, where if you get to certain metrics that are actually pretty easy if you have a community and if you're playing more of the popular games, I believe it's probably easier to garner more of an audience. But the thing is there are variety streamers are not the best suited for Facebook gaming. Because if you play Free Fire for 1 week, and if you try playing Fortnite another week, no one's going. Your numbers are gonna plummet. There's gonna be a cliff, and you probably won't be able to recover from that for a long time, if ever. Yeah. What's up? So it's just. Sorry, hold on. Someone is requiring attention. I tried brushing her out. I brushed her fur earlier this afternoon because, of course, it's getting warm, and she's a short hair cat, and she sheds more than our long hairs. But anyways, so yeah, Facebook gaming is good if you live in like the Philippines or Southeast Asia, India, South America, and Central America, even Mexico, I believe. And I think anywhere, let's say anywhere besides the US, you'll have a better chance of garnering an audience and a community that you can grow. Now, if we look at, continue on, if we want to look at, okay, I'll be right back because someone wants to go out. She's going to scratch up my leg if I don't let her out. So I'll be right back. All right. Yeah, somebody wanted to leave the room. She demanded it, and I must oblige. Where was it going? Oh yeah. some of the newer ones, if you're looking for a streaming platform that you want to try and you don't want to go to Twitch or Facebook Gaming, what you could do is look at the next two. Let me go ahead and mute this real quick. This one is Trovo TV. What is Trovo TV? Is, yes, yet another streaming platform, but this one is backed by Tencent. If you never heard of Tencent, you must be living underneath a rock, because Tencent pretty much owns a lot of gaming and various other companies. But the major game that they own, or that is underneath their umbrella, is Riot Games. And of course, Riot is the developer for League of Legends and Valorant. So what this site does, they're pushing hard, and they're pushing their I want to call their first party games like League of Legends and Valorant. So as you can see, they're pushing out, the League of Legends tournament. Wow, words are hard. I might push this to another day. Fridays, I just want to relax, but you know what? I'm going to do this. But anyways, so a lot of people have pushback, say, "Oh, it's owned by Tencent. It's a Chinese company. I don't want to give them any attention or any of my money, or they're gonna siphon my information from me." Guess what, buddy? Your information is already out there from various other companies. Hell, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever company you name it, they have your information and selling it. The only way you can get away from that is if you use Signal, or any other, PvP, not PvP, PnP, or whatever it's called, type of services. But anyways, so Trovo has a very Twitch-esque look, except for different colors. But hey, whatever. It's Trovo green instead of purple. But you have the same setup, and they have a little bit easier way of monetizing yourself. I believe, unless they change it, I haven't looked. It's been over 6 months. You had to get at least 20 followers on your channel, and then that can unlock subs. And they do have what's called a Trovo 500, where you're in the top echelon of streamers that your watch hours are a certain level, then you get a monetary gain for each month, but you have to keep on it. If you don't, then you have the capability of being dropped from the Trovo 500 program. Okay, that's okay. That's good. It's good to keep partners on their toes, and they're constantly making fresh content or trying to keep their community as is, or grow to go to the next level, and so on and so forth. What the problem is that, again, viewership levels are a lot lower because it's not Twitch, it's not YouTube or anything like that. So, I mean, this is the MSI rebroadcast, and they're sitting here with 266 people. That's great for a rerun. And there are a lot of people. And look at this. This is one person here. 156 people watching their Call of Duty mobile game, or their stream. Because then again, this is also it started out, I believe, as a mobile game centric streaming platform. So you got mobile games are big, and a lot of part of the world that's not the US. Pretty much anywhere else, not the US. People love playing on their phones mobile games. It's no longer the AAA titles. We only see that because we see it on our from the US centric standpoint, see that on Twitch. It's like, oh, did you see Valorant when it first came out? It had millions of people watching. Yeah, because they're one trying to get keys to download and play the game themselves, and all they do is just sit there and key farming. They have multiple channels or multiple tabs open, so they hopefully get a chance to get a key. Yeah, no real viewers there. But hey, whatever. So yeah, Trovo is like any other streaming platform. You got, you know, your Sea of Thieves. Head. And people, you have a community that if you're streaming on the platform, I mean, awesome. If you can build your community off of this particular platform, great. Let's go ahead and do it. I'm all for that. If you can find a way to garner viewers or garner a community and grow and enrich and make their viewing experience that much better on another platform besides Twitch, awesome. I would love to see that. That's what I want to see. So yeah, let's go ahead. Now, I talked about Glimish at the very beginning of the stream. Let's go ahead and hop over there. Now, Glimish is, like I said at the beginning, it's just released. It's still an alpha. So take those points and don't try to compare it to, say, Twitch. The people who work on building this site up and are working on Glimish, they themselves said they're not in it to be a competitor against Twitch. They just want to create a site that provides what's called FTL, or faster than light, or almost real-time streaming. So if someone types in a chat a question and you see it, immediately you can respond to it, and it's just like sitting there with face to face having a real-time conversation. So that's what FTL boils down to. So this site is going to have a much smaller viewer base. That's what I was saying at the beginning. They just started back in March, so they're relatively new, and they're an alpha. And a lot of things could break. They've been doing great. Where, like right now, it's gaming. They got 15 streamers, and just in the gaming category. Oh, you might say to yourself, "Oh, that's nothing." Well, you gotta think of the big picture. Is that this is a small team that created this for the love of streaming, and that's awesome. We need a lot of people to do this, and unfortunately, a lot of people are ragging on them and saying, "Oh, Glimish, that'd be dead in a week." It's a concept. It's a great concept. I mean, seriously, you can have a group of what, 8? I don't know how many are in their team, but they got this up and running in what, less than a year. Let's say less than a year. They got a full-fledged streaming service that is open source, so you can take the FTL technology that they run on Glimish and turn it around and use it for your own purposes as well, as long as you give back to the community, the open source community. Do you see Twitch doing that with some of their technology? Hell no. They hold on to that technology tighter than anything. They're not gonna let that go. So yeah, it's like I said, if you're looking for a community, it's a great community. Don't get me wrong, it is a great community. It's a small community, but it's a great community, and everyone helps each other out. And the same thing for Trovo. Like I said, I've been out of the Trovo scene for a couple months now, so I don't know if it's gotten better or gotten worse, or if it's just the same. Okay, and that's what I am planning on, is to do my game streams. I do that every once or twice a week. Right now, I've been doing it over on Twitch for the past couple months. Been playing Fallout 76. You can find me over on twitch.tv/2tonwaffle. That's the number 2tonwaffle. Yeah. So I'm planning doing a in-depth viewer, not streamer experience with these different platforms. I don't know which one I'm gonna start out next. I'll probably I'm thinking doing starting in June, either Trovo or Blemish, or I've already done Facebook gaming. I'll probably do a video on that because I do have experience with that, and I'll put that out probably the end of this month. So be sure to look for that over on the Collective Network YouTube page, which I should give you the link to because, you know, that would be most helpful, right? Let it do where there it is. And it'd be much appreciated if you're watching during a live stream here or later on in the video to go ahead and hit that like, go ahead, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell so you have the notification when next time I go live or when I post up a video here. On this channel, on the 2Tone channel, I do more gaming content, you know, like my previous one, 4 valuable Secret World Legends mods video, where I went through and looked at 4 mods that you can use on your Twitch. I mean, Secret World Legends game. Wow, Twitch. Yeah, Twitch on the brain. I posted up the link in the chat that goes to the Collective Networks channel. That's where all the Streamer Nova stuff is going for, you know, streamer centric stuff. And also there is a podcast. I am more than likely going to be setting up a podcast that I'm doing right now, where I'm talking about certain subjects or doing freeform or Q&A, stuff like that. This is going to be in a podcast form. I'll probably also set this up through anchor.fm, and that you can get through Spotify, iTunes, or Apple Podcasts, Overcast, and Pocket Cast, and pretty much all your cast apps. And you can also find me over on Twitter. I'm the same way, 2Tonwaffle, number 2Tonwaffle. I want to check out D Live. Last time I looked at D Live a couple months ago, oof. It wasn't good. Let's take a look. D Live is a little bit different from certain things because it relies on the blockchain. I know some people that used to stream on D Live exclusively, and there was a big controversy, and a lot of people just decided to drop it like a bad habit. So, let's see here. Oh, there's the arrows. Stream will begin soon. Okay. Somebody playing Valorant, but the stream is choppy. But hey, at least, you know, you got front page billing. Fortnite streamer, of course. And they got like 16 viewers. That's pretty good. That's decent. 9 viewers for random thoughts. So just chatting. Okay, so a lot in their featured carousel is sub 20 viewers. Okay, that's awesome. What I'm seeing here is also on the side, they're focusing on crypto streamers, I guess. Which is weird because they got in their carousel. Sorry, excuse me. What they got in their carousel is sub 20, but viewers, but they have a lot of streams that are in the hundreds, or also another one that's in the thousands of viewers. I really, I don't know. So there are a lot of options. You're not just relegated to only Twitch. Okay, you have options here that are completely open for. What I suggest is try it out for yourself. Who cares if you get no viewers for a month or two? At least try out the service. See how you like it. It's the old saying: if how can you know that you don't like it if you don't try it? Really, just jump on the horse and let's go. But yeah, I want to keep like tonight these podcast streams or in these things down to around an hour, hour and a half. So I'm going to go start wrapping things up here. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead, post them in chat. If not, if you're watching the video later, go ahead, put them in the comments down below. I'm going to have links to the platforms so you'll have a way to find out, and you can link or go to check out the platform for yourselves and see how, as a viewer, see how you like it. How is a viewer experience? Because I think that's more important than as a streamer experience. Any platform is going to be a good to decent streaming experience, but the important part is how it is as a viewer, and that can kind of shade your experience with either do you want to stay here or actually stream on it, or do you want to try something else, try another platform. So yeah, if you have any questions, comments, please leave them in the comment or leave it down below in the comments, and be sure to hit the like, that thumbs up. It's most appreciated. And I do want to say, hit the sub button because I am trying to get up to 100 subs so I can get that nice custom URL instead of the mishmash of letter and number vomit that is the usual case. But again, I am Two-Ton Waffle, and welcome to Streamer Nova. I am going to have this video over on Collective Network as a edited podcast, and you can find that on Anchor FM and everything else like that once I get around to it. Thank you for coming out tonight, and I hope to see you again next week on Friday, again at 9 p.m. Eastern. So until then, you have a good night and happy creating, and I'll see you next time. Later, taters.